enough for me. Ooh, cookie, cookie, cookies are thrifty.
Ooh, cookie, 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 cookie. Oh man, am I enjoying this. This show is great. I am in my element eating cookies, and I have got one of my favorite chefs from Hampton Roads is with me right now. Rowena Fullenwider of Rowena's Incorporated here in Norfolk. You all know, Rowena because you use all of her products, right?
I hope.
I'm sure that they do. And Rowena was with us on the T is for Tomatoes program a few months back.
I got a lot of wonderful recipes from that book that I'm using at home.
Isn't that a good, it's a good
wow.
cookbook? And the cookie, the baking book, I guess that's still called a cookbook, right? The cookie cookbook will be also exciting. But Rowena's got 2 recipes for us.
Well, they're quick and easy.
Oh, okay. Well,
you know, a lot of people don't have much time at this time of year, and yet they want to look glamorous, they want to look good, you know.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And they want to work with the children so that, you know, it's sort of simple things. But one of my favorite ones, we always have a lot of pound cake dough.
I bet you do, yeah.
So,
a lot of leftover pound cake stuff. Huh?
So you can take your favorite pound cake recipe, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You can even take your favorite cake recipe and make it into a cookie. And so we played with it. Yeah. So
the first thing we're going to do is pound cake cookies here.
Right.
Okay.
We're going to do pound cake cookies.
Okay. And up there, all we've got, it says, is 3½ tablespoons or teaspoons of flour. That's it?
Well, it's per about a cup of batter.
Okay. So you've already got your pound cake batter.
Yeah, and you had some left over. Maybe you you didn't want the pan quite that full this time or something like that. So you want to use this up. And you can refrigerate it. You can keep it around the house. But anyway. I have about a ½ a cup here, and I'm adding
this is our pound cake batter.
Right.
Okay.
I brought it pre-made because you're supposed to have this left over.
Right. Oh, well, you do, of course.
Right.
As we all do.
So I brought some in my little container right here.
Okay, so
and now I'm just going to mix it up. I mean, it's so easy.
Come on.
You wouldn't believe it. No, you just add a little more flour. Don't add too much, though, because it can get that flour taste.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I got overzealous on these. But I left these cookies plain because, you know, you can paint them. The children can paint them. And you can call them a paintbrush cookie if you like.
My kids would really like that.
Yeah. So, and I've already sprayed our pan here. But then you literally, and I'm a finger licking cook, so.
Yeah, you don't have the fancy thing.
No, I don't do that. But you just spoon them on like this. I mean, it is so easy, and you can keep the dough in your refrigerator. You can keep it around as long as you like.
Oh, and you can always have fresh cookies.
Right.
Hey.
Now, your job.
My job.
Well, you put pecans on a couple.
Okay.
Right.
Put pecans on it. Okay.
Yeah. The other thing you can do is you can sprinkle them.
Right, but now you sprinkle them after they're...
No.
Oh, you sprinkle them now?
Before,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I get... Now this is the fun part, right?
You sprinkle 3. You get 3 to sprinkle.
So I get to sprinkle, okay. Cool. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
I ran out of red. We got overzealous with red.
Oh, that's too bad, because red is... I'm really a red kind of guy.
No, so am I. That's why we ran out of red, because I like it,
because you're already using... Okay. But this is very Christmassy looking already.
Now, this is a standard sort of cake recipe that I added brown sugar instead of all white sugar to. And you can add a lot of cinnamon, you can add nutmeg, you can add any spice that you want. So you're creating any type of cookie out of, you know...
It's your own,
right.
It becomes your own.
It becomes your own.
Right.
And as I said, here we have some baked, with just like you created.
There they are.
And
yeah, that's right. Look, they look just like what mine look like, don't they?
And then these cookies, I didn't put brown sugar in, and I would put those aside for the children to paint.
Oh.
And they can paint them with icing. They can paint them with, you know, there's...
They can finger paint with icing.
Exactly.
That would be great. Oh,
so it's sort of a fun thing to do, and
that would
can
be
create
cool.
whatever they want.
Or chocolatey stuff.
Yeah, or the other thing you can put is, you know, little pieces of chocolate. You know, chocolate chips.
Yes.
I put the big giant chocolate chip Hershey Kiss right in the middle and let it melt down, so it makes it really.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
But out of one recipe, or you know, you can create all sorts of different things.
Okay, but speaking of out of one recipe, Rowena has brought us two.
Oh, this
and
one.
And the second one, coconut macaroons.
Yes, this was my mother's recipe, and I have adored it all of my life. It is so easy. I mean, I take a 2-cupper.
Okay, so we have sweetened condensed milk.
A half a cup.
Okay.
And let me show you, our audience, what this looks like, because it's easy to get it confused with another type of
okay,
milk.
There it is. Real.
Yeah. Can you see
Yeah,
that?
we had the,
yeah.
I'm sorry, sweetened condensed milk. There it is. Okay. Yeah, we had the recipe up, so they didn't see it. The recipe. Okay, so we've got just 3 things: sweetened condensed milk, coconut, and vanilla.
A half a cup of the milk, 2 cups of coconut, and a teaspoon of vanilla. So I put
These
in...
are the simplest recipes I've ever seen.
And they're so fast. I put a 1/4 a cup, so I would only use a cup of coconut.
Right. Wow.
You know, that's a lot of coconut.
That is a lot of coconut.
You don't realize how much it is until you start doing it.
No, compared to the amount of milk.
Right, and then here is my vanilla, and I love vanilla, so I get a little overzealous with that one too.
Yeah, but you can't have too much vanilla.
No, I don't think so. And I'm going to use a fork to mix this with because it gets...
I like this. No fancy blenders here. And she is the pro at this, using forks and
well, you're supposed
spoons
to... And also, I try to do things... All of these can be done in your 2-cup thing, so you don't have
to
amazing, throw a little extra in there. And you just mix it up. And you can judge your moistness a little bit to make sure. Now, the big thing about this is you have to have a really well-oiled,
a greasy pan.
You're right. Go ahead, you say it. You really do, because these stick. The biggest thing about these is you put them in the oven, and it's 350 degrees. Don't do 375 like I did this morning.
Okay.
For just 10 minutes or a little under 10 minutes till they're delicately brown. And then you must, if you have a lot, get someone to help you. You have to take them off the pan right away.
Okay. So here we go. We spoon them out onto the pan, or
just like
fork them out onto the pan.
And these probably could use a drop more milk. But they look pretty good.
No,
and then you can do the same thing. You can put pecans on top.
Okay.
And you have sort of a praline taste.
Yeah. Or you can have them plain.
And you can have, they're beautiful. They look like little angel wings when they make them almost any shape you want. I just do the standard sort of round. And you could put sprinkles on them too.
You can sprinkle on them?
I think you better do that for this.
I think I'd better, yeah. Let's make them beautiful here. All right.
But the big thing is that don't even let 30 seconds go by without taking them out of the pan.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. So as soon as you bring them out, you pop them off.
Pop them right off.
Okay.
Just slide that spatula under there.
So we've had them 350 for 10 minutes.
Right.
Or until delicate brown.
Yeah.
And then they come out looking
like this. And that's a 375 for 10 minutes.
Oh, that's why they're kind of burned
They got a little darker, right.
Oh, okay.
But those pecans are roasted at that point, and they taste divine on that macaroon cookie.
So I guess we should try them out.
Yeah, you better. Is that okay? My husband had some for breakfast. I put them in his breakfast bowl.
They're sticky and gooey. They're sticking to my teeth. Man, mighty fine.
And then you can put some lemon curd on top. I've made.
Back to the pound cake cookies. We can do. You can do anything you want on these, right?
Yeah,
Literally.
I've made little sandwiches.
Oh, let's do that. Let's get some of your lemon curd sauce.
Oh, okay.
Rowena's lemon curd sauce.
Put right on top.
Now, oh yeah, that's what I want.
And we have raspberry that you can put on top too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So really what they want to do is just kind of get your complete selection of sauces.
They can buy their raspberry or their lemon curd from somewhere else.
No, come on. There is nowhere else, is there? All right, and so now we're back to the pound cake cookies, which were the easiest things I've ever seen in my life. There you go, with Rowena's lemon curd on them. Man, does that look good? Oh, boy. People will not be saying, Jim, you're looking a little thin. I mean, fantastic. Rowena Fullenwider of Rowena's Incorporated. And Rowena, let's just tell folks where locally is a good place to get
Oh, well, we carried Taste Unlimited, Belamonte's, are very wonderful customers of ours.
Okay.
And then we have the store
Right.
at 22nd and College.
Right, so they can actually come right there and and purchase all of your stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, and there's
We make everything there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
we're working like a lot. We have a lot of Santa elves.
This time of year, I bet you are just cooking.
We are
it
very
up.
busy. It's wonderful. It's very exciting. Everybody enjoys it, I think.
Wow. So Rowena Fullenwider, fantastic. 2 good recipes, pound cake cookies, coconut macaroons, both of which will be in the C is for Cookies cookbook, which you can have by making a pledge here. So thanks a lot for watching this segment of C is for Cookies, and I have got lots of great chefs and bakers yet to come, but Rowena is one of my favorites, and thanks a lot.
Oh, thank
All right.
you. I hope they really enjoy. I've seen lots of wonderful cookies out there waiting to come in.
C is for cookie, that's good enough for me. C is for cookie, that's good enough for me. Ooh, cookie,